thoughts on Mitchell, kind of what he's bringing or what you know of him? I know you're going to see a lot more, obviously, just so far.
Veteran coming in, has a lot of starts under his belt, play a lot of college football. He's an all-conference guy from UCLA, somebody that UCLA did not want to lose, but he wanted to come here because he wanted to change. And he's somebody that I'm really dependent on, not only to be a big-time player for us, but be a big-time leader for us. I told him when he came here, don't be afraid to be a veteran that understands the game to tell and help lead. I look at it like a NFL free agent. When in the NFL, when a big-time free agent comes in, those other guys understand the situation. They understand this guy wants to come in and help us achieve our goal. And our culture sets the tone there with understanding that nobody's bigger than the team. And the leadership that he's bringing to us, he did it from day one. He couldn't be on the practice field practicing with us, but he was able to come to some of the meetings, and he's jumping in there helping young guys out. And then now all summer he's been working, doing extra leading drills, and he's just been a real delight to be a part of this team so far.
Just Coach Salve, obviously just kind of working together, your philosophy on how many ends in particular that you guys want to rotate in a game, maybe years past, what your philosophy is, either keeping guys fresh or how deep ideally would you like to go?
Deep as we can go. How many can I travel? Seriously though, but when it comes to depth, it's huge because at the end of the day, we play the first game in beginning of September. We play the last game, hopefully somewhere late in the season, right? Bodies in the game of football break down. So if you overload guys early in the season, it's going to show up in November when we got to really win games and be at our best. So the more guys you can develop early, it keeps people's reps down, it keeps people fresh, it develops the young guys. Who some of these guys are in September, they're going to be a completely different animal come November. And if you can spread out the reps, it keeps people more healthy, it keeps people more fresh during the game, so you never see guys bending over, getting tired, and then it develops people. So the whole cycle helps throughout the season and throughout their time here as players. And so to me, it's very important to go out there and develop depth because it just works, and more people know how to play. If I'm a guy, I know I'm not going to be in there for 30 plays in a row. If there's an opportunity for me to come out and get a blow, I got a guy coming in that's just as good as I am that can do the job as well. Because there's nothing worse than you're playing and you get tired, you come out, and the guy that can't play as well come in and give up a touchdown. It's team football, and defense, especially D-line nowadays, man, you gotta have depth. And I think we have the opportunity to develop that starting in the next couple of days. And our philosophy as a D-line, man, is the more guys we can play, the more people we can develop, and the more people that'll be healthy because you're sharing and spreading out the reps.
Not only experienced players, you got guys that you can play in or outside.
Correct.
It seems like there's multiple guys that can do that. That's got to be exciting as a coach to be, because maybe guys can come in on the rotations in or out. That's got to be kind of exciting, just the versatility, not the depth too, but just versatility as well.
Well, it also it's a big advantage, not only for us as coaches when guys can cross-train, but it's also game plan-wise for Coach Steele, Coach Joe, and I. When it comes to a certain package, in this game, you may need to play this guy outside, need to play this guy inside, depending on what we're facing, what kind of scheme and what kind of personnel we're facing on the O-line. So you're able to put guys in position to be effective for that week. And it is great because at the end of the day, somebody's going to twist an ankle or a wrist, and you say, okay, well, no problem. This guy can do that. And just depth is just always great to have because I've never been in a season where I say, man, I have too many guys. It's always like, man, we need another guy. And so we have an opportunity to be a group that can put guys in position to help us win ball games. And at the end, that's what we want to do. And I'm really excited to get out there and put these guys to the test.
Do you feel, maybe you're going to find out obviously more, do you feel this is a group that can really get to the quarterback, get sacks? And I ask because there's not a lot of guys that have done that. There's not a lot of guys with a lot of sacks in their careers, and obviously that's a big stat for the end. Do you see it? Are you confident it can get there? Or is it something maybe just to work on? Maybe it won't be a group that does it?
You got to stop the run. If you're able to run the ball, they're not going to throw it. Stopping the run, and, it's like, well, how do you get the quarterback? You got to stop the run to the point to where everybody in the stadium knows it's not a chance for it to be a run, and that puts a pass rusher in a position to peel his ears back and go get it, because there's nothing worse than not knowing if it's going to be a pass or a run. So the more obvious the down is that it's pass, coach still can call the play to go get the quarterback and match it up the right way. We can switch personnel. We can get creative with our games. We can get creative with our blitzes. We can do so many things if we absolutely know it's pass. That's why in the NFL players, it's a pass league. So they know if it's second and long, man, they peeling their ears back and going. Where in college, second and long, second and medium, you don't know. So you got to make it an obvious down by stopping the run. And to answer your question, we have guys that can go get the quarterback. We have multiple guys that can get the quarterback. We just got to put them in positions to do it. We got to continue to train and develop them and get them to understand what pass sets they're getting, what kind of protections they're getting, who the weak link is, all those things. There's a million ways to get it done, and we got a lot of people that can get it done. But it all starts with making them one-dimensional and there being absolutely no doubt that it is a pass, and Coach Steele can dial it up and do what he does best, and we can go get there.
Is there stopping the run? I know last question, but stopping the run, is there a mark that for you as a coach that your yards per carry, your yards a game, is there a number that you guys are just kind of drilling into your guys? Is it like that?
There's some numbers out there. But to me, the biggest thing with stopping the runs is your fits. You got to fit it up, and you got to tackle it to the ground. When the run is stopped when they're not constantly trying it. But the number we have some numbers to it, but it's going to be all about how we fit it up and how we tackle it to the ground, and that starts with just repetition every single day, giving them those looks and going in the film room and cleaning that stuff up. But when you stop it, you really do.
Thank you for your time.
Appreciate it.